nice. In this video, I try out the Nikon system for the first time, and I don't have that much footage of myself shooting it because I was shooting with the Nikon camera. But anyways, here's my thoughts on it, and if you're wondering why you don't see that many people using Nikon to shoot video, you'll probably figure out why. Let's do it. Car is packed. I got a tripod, gimbal, my Pelican case, Peak Design backpack, some Nikon gear, and I think we're ready to go. As always, I'm in a little bit of a rush. In terms of the quality of the Nikon video, it was pretty good. Like, the colors look really nice, I think, and it was easy to work with. Nothing crazy. I'm not so sure in terms of technical, how much dynamic range you're actually going to get. I know on the Sony, I think you can get around 13 stops, and with the Canon R5 and R6, watching the few Gerald Undone's video, you can get like 11 stops out of it. But in terms of the Nikon, I have no idea. Using the eye autofocus or the face detection on the Z6, it was a little bit whack, so I turned it off and just used the manual focus. So it's not as good as Canon's or Sony's yet, but hopefully they improve that. And yeah, back to the video. Oh man, what a day. Man, as soon as I left the house, it was just non-stop. So I first had to shoot at George's. We shot with the Nikon Z6 and Z6 Mark II. Shooting on Nikon was interesting. It was my first time shooting videos on a Nikon camera, and I mean, I'm not like racing back to try it again, to be honest. I shot in 4K, 25 frames a second on the Z6. They only gave us a 32 gig SD card or CF Express card, so we were kind of struggling a little bit for like getting it all in that card, and it did lag a little bit in terms of like viewing it on the screen. I also had electronic stabilization on, and it was a little bit funky, but all around it was okay. Yeah, it was okay. After we shot that, I finished up just at this shoot here for an architecture firm, and that went well. We are fortunate enough to get the great weather, which was nice. And yeah, I think I gotta head back to drop something off, grab some dinner, and probably go home and edit this video and the ones that I shot today. If you're wondering what gear I usually carry with me on a shoot, I thought I'd run through it for you. I usually change what gear I take with me on the shoot depending on what the shoot is, but usually, or more recently, I've been using my 1510 pretty religiously. This is the first Pelican case I got, and I still use it to this day. Inside, I just have the camera dividers. Let me brighten this up for you. Inside, I just have the camera dividers, and first of all, we'll start on this side. This is a circular polarizer, which I rarely use. I think I've used it once. This is a NISI ND filter, which is, I've talked about this before. This is awesome. And I also have a PRISM lens effect dream filter. In here, I have a whole bunch of audio gear. This is the NTG4 Plus. I also have a smart controller for my drone. This is a sun hood for my C200, SD cards, Rode Wireless Go, and the lavalier. V-Lock battery. This is actually super handy to have even if your camera doesn't take it, because it can double up as a battery bank or a extra D-tap port to power accessories. I usually carry these batteries as well, the NPF batteries. They're super handy to use. In here I have a C200 battery. This is an APUTURE F7. I usually carry it like this, and it powers forever with one of these batteries as well. But as you saw in my last video for the lighting setup, I mainly just use this for a whole bunch of stuff, so highly recommend this guy. And finally my drone, which is the DJI MAVIC Pro 2, and some spare props. So that was a little random, but that's the gear that I usually take. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments below, and I'm starving. Let's go eat. check it out. I got a McFlurry for $1. It's Macca's is doing a deal thing or something, and it's pretty good. But anyways, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. One other thing that I found out about the A7S III that I'm like, is that the record button has a function button right next to it, and sometimes I accidentally press that one. Maybe it's just a user error thing. But anyways, bye.